Alright men of Yomi's divine grace. It's the time we strike and make a united push for what we stand for. Field Marshal Hughes has already made a remarkable grand push. We require a combined effort to dwarf Sekirin's own favorites in the Baron in order for us to get peacefully lifted. That will be the current operation for now. Now, Godspeed to you all, and let's start today's video. Hello there fellow Yomi worshippers, and welcome to the channel that smiles back. We pretty much cooked Animal Cross 2 and its community last time, completely going into depth about what's so bad about it. Now, I'm going to be talking about the things which absolutely suck in the game this time, one of which renders the game extremely boring for most people, and I can 100% state that as a fact. So, Murder Mystery and Assassin, as far as I know, established a system in Roblox games, where a game mode is selected, the players pick a stage, and it's generally played in a round. This is the optimal way to build such a system for many people, and it's something that works. For Murder Mystery, it was a technological achievement above most other games in the site. Remember, this was back in 2013. People loved the game, so, through natural progression through Roblox games becoming more serious, what was great about fantastic games before should be improved and worked on in future games like it. So Animal Cross 2, after progressing from the first game, which also was a technological marvel, for its time and following somewhat of the same formula, should heavily improve on what it had.
Well, it didn't really meet up to anyone's standards whatsoever.
You see, the problem with Animal Cross 2's modes aren't that they didn't improve in quality or remain the same. In fact, they are just as good as the first game. The problem is that there's virtually no way for people who want to play nothing but team game modes to do so, and therefore inhibits their progression way more than it should. And even then, the free for all modes should reward players, or their teams, for their placement other than the winners. It's just how you do a fair and balanced game. It's something that other games, such as Roblox Titan, and even games outside Roblox, have been doing way before Animal Cross 2 even got publicly released. Even the slightest changes to the landscape of something can have a huge impact. And no, Sekirin should not be able to claim laziness as an excuse anymore. It's his only game that's running, and it's been out for a year and a half at this point. He should be supporting his damn game a lot more than a few stage and character updates, don't you think? If it's too much of a demanding thing for him, he should be hiring people to help him out.
If you can shit out 3 entirely new characters in a matter of days, while fixing all your wings and everything, you can get an update for this basic function of your game in 10 minutes.
Now, I'm sure you want me to talk about the leveling system in Animal Cross 2, and why I consider it to be the worst thing I've ever laid my eyes on. You see, levels are not a bad thing in most games at all. It's a natural stage of progression, and I really appreciate that people who are spending time into a game get rewarded with something. However, where I draw the line is when said levels give you an unfair advantage over someone you could otherwise beat, like an RPG. Except it's not an RPG. It's a battlegrounds game, making the experience suck for everyone but those who grind. They can customize the heck out of a character and make that character even more broken than they already were. Now, had the system been just like that, no microtransactions could boost it, I would be fine with it. I'd be a little rubbed the wrong way, but it still would have been okay. But being able to use your currency to boost your level, pretty much negates any goodwill it may have had. Someone with a lot of Robux could easily just buy so much currency that they can dwarf anyone else. And considering how easy Robux can be gotten, it dives straight into mobile game tactics. You don't even need a created character to get that kind of crazy results either. It's a shitty system, and I'm glad that it's not mandatory that you play with the levels anymore. since I'm sure this will become a thing during the crusade, where I pick apart every last detail of Animal Cross 2. Next video will be about how god-awful the created character system is, and how it completely ruins any balance the game has.